Don't let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping. To the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Gator Girl, Darlene, Shannon, Chris, Carrie, Cindy. Good to see each and every one of you. Hope y'all had a good day today. Let me see. How's y'all's weather doing? Hey, Party Bonza, good to see ya. Love ya. Oh, Gator Girl, I wish you didn't have to do it. I know it's hard work. That's why I don't keep anything or buy extra. I keep what I got until it totally gets destroyed and I have to throw it away and get something to replace it. I don't keep extras too much. Hey, Bitback, good to see ya. Love ya. I got a few news clips, but really they're just saying the same thing over and over about the Epstein files and about the Brown school shooting. And I'm just waiting until everything comes out. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. My opinion doesn't need to be floating around anywhere yet till I get what I need to know known. If that makes sense. um, this one's only a minute and a half long about illegal truck drivers. They're still working on that situation. I say lock them all up in the fake schools. I didn't know you can open up a fake truck driving school and they can get their CDLs through the fake school. But who knew?
Change topics here real quickly. I want to ask you about the Department of Transportation is cracking down on these illegal migrant truckers with a warning to New York as ICE sources tell Fox a deadly crash in Washington state this week was caused by an illegal migrant from India released by the Biden administration. And one of the problems that we're seeing in these states, all of them run by Democrat politicians, are that they're not only are they giving these driver's licenses, these CDLs, these commercial driver's licenses, which are the most dangerous licenses out there, to illegals, but they're giving them to them with an expiration that expires long after, if they're here legally, they're supposed to have gone home.
Exactly. They are doing, and it's funny you mentioned Democrat states because that's sort of the criticism of the administration, but it's actually a symptom of what they've been doing for years of favoring illegal aliens over American citizens. And I think that crash in Washington, that's just the third notable one in the last, 4 months. We had the California one, we had the Florida one, and we had this Washington one. And the fact of the matter is these states prioritize illegal aliens and don't put the adequate care to make sure we're all safe. They'd rather put illegal aliens ahead of American citizens and also American workers.
And it is literally costing the lives of American citizens. Jonathan Fay, thank you so much for breaking this all down.
Hey, Jeff and Terry, my brothers, good to see y'all. Hope y'all are doing good. Love ya. And then we've got this one. I think this is the latest one I got because I was getting and grabbing off and on all day. But this one is Trump taking action for what they did to our soldiers over there. So here's one that's about 2.5 minutes long.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth calls new airstrikes tonight in Syria a declaration of vengeance against ISIS terrorists. We have Fox team coverage on the breaking story. Trey Yanks is in Tel Aviv with reaction to the strikes, and Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin starts us off with what we know here in Washington. Good evening, Jennifer.
Good evening, Brett. A senior U.S. official tells Fox the U.S. military has struck more than 50 ISIS targets in the past 2 hours following the president's order to, quote, hit them hard after the killing of 3 Americans Saturday, 2 members of the Iowa National Guard and their civilian translator by a member of the Syrian security forces. U.S. Central Command launched a massive strike on dozens of ISIS targets in an operation called Operation Hawkeye Strike. Iowa is the Hawkeye state. The strikes took place at multiple locations across Syria. The targets include ISIS infrastructure and weapons storage sites. Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth tweeted, quote, "This is not the beginning of a war. It is a declaration of vengeance. The United States of America under President Trump's leadership will never hesitate and never relent to defend our people." Sergeant William Nate Howard, 29, of Marshalltown, and Sergeant Edgar Torres Tovar, 25, of Des Moines, and their civilian interpreter, Ayad Mansour Sakat of Michigan, returned home in a dignified transfer Wednesday at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware, where they were met by the president. The December 13th attack, which took place while a senior U.S. military commander was meeting his Syrian counterparts near Palmyra in central Syria. Afterwards, Syrian security forces helped carry out 10 partnered operations across Syria that led to the death, we're told, or detainment of more than 24 ISIS-affiliated individuals. The U.S. provided support during those raids. Those raids, Brett, led to the confiscation of electronics and individual interviews that resulted in the intelligence used for this operation to locate potential targets. A CENTCOM review is ongoing into the exact affiliation of the Syrian gunman who joined the security forces just 2 months before. The gunman was in the process, Brett, of being removed from the Syrian military for suspected jihadist ties. Brett?
I mean, Jen, more than 24 targets. That's quite a lot, I mean, actually.
That's a lot. It included airstrikes as well as artillery strikes. We'll have to see some of the bomb damage assessment, but this was a very, very broad set of strikes tonight in response to the killing of those Americans.
Okay, Jennifer, thank you.
A big difference between Biden and Trump. Trump don't play around. He does. Which I wish the rest of the government would do. Besides playing around. But sad to say, but I'm kind of getting used to it. Let me see. And then I think this is the last news clip, or some of them will be funny. But this one is about Minnesota. They charged some more people with fraud with health care, home health care. So that made me look a little harder. So here's one. It's a little longer. It's 3.5 minutes.
At the top of the hour, 6 more people have been charged in connection with massive fraud schemes in Minnesota. The Justice Department accusing these suspects of making various housing and medical claims reaching upwards of $6 million. Here's the prosecutor.
Minnesotans and taxpayers deserve to know the truth of the fraud. The fraud is not small. It isn't isolated. The magnitude cannot be overstated. What we see in Minnesota is not a handful of bad actors committing crimes. It's a staggering industrial-scale fraud.
I think it's so important for him to say that people are trying to minimize it. That should not be minimized. Here to discuss it, Fox and Friends Weekend co-hosts Charlie Hurd and Griff Jenkins. Guys, this is unbelievable. You have the Feeding the Future program, which is feeding people that are desperate. They were bilking that, sending it back to Somalia. Autism, taking kids, putting them into programs they don't need for instruction that they don't qualify for, but they took the money, gave it to the parents, and they sent it back to Somalia in many cases. Griff, what's your reaction to this?
Well, what's fascinating, Brian, is that late last night, James Comer, the chairman of the Oversight Committee, said that the Governor Walz and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison's response to a December letter to get more information on this was, quote, anemic. In his words, they're not cooperating, and they're threatening now to drag Governor Walz and AG Ellison before the House Oversight Committee to find out. Why? Because we are learning, as you just pointed out, that the fraud runs deeper than previously known, and there are still questions about whether they subpoena bank records to find out if any of this fraud money was going back to terror groups in Somalia and elsewhere.
I also saw this report, Charlie, that people, Somalis, were traveling with suitcases full of cash through the TSA, which evidently you're allowed to do, but they also take pictures of it and record it, and that was going back to Somalia. As you respond to this, why don't we roll in some of the names and the money they're accused of bilking?
Yeah, it's really extraordinary. Initially we were told that it was going to be $1 billion, but now it looks like more like $10 billion. And as the prosecutor pointed out, It is industrial scale. And what makes it, I think, even more potentially politically toxic is the fact that we're talking about fraud tourism, basically, where you had people coming to this country with the promise of being able to defraud American taxpayers. And we've already seen there are some connections between some of the people that have been caught up in this and political leaders in Minnesota. I think that when you're talking about $10 billion, you're probably going to find a whole lot more connections like that, and it's going to become a whole lot more toxic.
Right.
But the fact that you can sort of meld this level of fraud also with a wide open border that allowed a lot of these people to come in unchecked, unvetted, and with motives that we don't even care to find out about, you're looking at a story that's not going away, and I think it's going to get a whole lot worse for Tim Walz and others in Minnesota.
Exactly, because they looked the other way, and when people looked into it, they were called racist for looking into Somalis.
So that's the latest update there. Still looking into it. Tim Watts says nothing to see here. I'm taking care of it. He's the one who caused it, but he's gonna fix it. He had all them years to fix it, but he's on it now, y'all. Don't worry. He's on top of it. He's got this under control. I can't stand people that tell lies, plumb out lies. Little stories like Chris does, I can overlook because we're joking, but just a bald-faced lie. He ain't gonna take care of crap. Okay, we got Scotty here. This when I seen this, I thought, well, yeah, I do this sometimes. This is how we cut people off when we don't want to really talk to them or they keep on and on.
We don't cut folks off. We just give them signs that it's time to stop talking. Somebody talking too long, we hit them with the good old, well, I'll be. That ain't excitement. That's a polite version of wrap it up, Barbara. You ever say, real loud and nod real big? That's how we speed up a story without saying you're dragging it out. Ain't that something? That's our version of a period, a full stop. That don't mean that we don't care. It just means that we've heard enough. And when it's time to hang up the phone, we don't say bye. We say, well, let me let you go. Even if you're the one who called me, it's just code for I'm tired, the tea's getting cold, and I already took my socks off. At church, somebody gets off topic, and here comes Sister Rhonda. Let's lift them up in prayer. That's the Christian way of saying they're out of pocket, and I'm done listening. And if you ever hear, that's wild, man. That just means I don't know what to say, and honestly, I quit.
That's right, Carrie. All they do is look and investigate and have meetings on it. They never do crap. So I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of their mess. And then and then I found this one. This is Sky. This is totally her. When I heard them, I busted out laughing because she thinks she's whispering, but she's not. She's really talking louder than normal, but she thinks she's whispering. And it's funny to hear her talk about Danny or my Uncle Jimmy or somebody. Like she'll lean over real close to me and she'll say, "Mama, why is Jimmy wearing his work clothes or something real loud, but she thinks she's whispering, and Jimmy will just grin and laugh at her. She says, Mama, he can hear me. I said, well, what do you expect? You're yelling. No, Mom, I'm whispering. 8 minutes, pass it back. But this one reminded me of Sky.
You know we don't whisper in public. We think we're whispering, but we're just being loud with manners. Southern whispering sounds like this. Who is that? Said at full volume across church pews, funeral rows, or the restaurant booth. And somehow it's followed by, don't say nothing, I don't want them to hear me. You try to gossip at the Mexican restaurant like, he didn't even claim the baby, and she still made him a plate. Meanwhile, 2 tables over, they just stopped eating their queso. We lean in like we're trying to be discreet, but then proceed to say something loud enough to enter a court transcript. And God forbid you're in the grocery store and see somebody you don't want to talk to. Oh, Lord, not her. Turn down this aisle. No, the other one. Now the whole frozen section knows y'all got beef from 2006. Then after all that, we'll look at each other and go, you think they heard us? Heard you? Baby, the manager, the parking lot, and half of produce just heard the whole saga. We don't whisper. We just talk in a lower tone with full intention.
And then if I try to correct her by saying, by telling her that she needs to talk a little softer, she says, Mama, I only do that when I talk to Jesus. I said, Sky, I said, but if you don't want people to hear what you got to say, you got to talk like this. She says, I only talk like that to Jesus. I said, oh, okay, never mind. Talk any way you want to. So, you don't have to worry about Sky keeping secrets. She'll blab them. She'll go wide open. Like the other day, she was at Barbara's, and we was getting ready to leave to come home, and we stopped. Where was it? Had to be at the gas station. Yeah, because we don't go many places, so it had to be the gas station. We stopped there, and I got her to get out with me I let her sit in the car while I pump, but she always goes into the store with me when I go pay. And we was in line waiting, and she sort of like wiggled her finger like, come here. I said, oh God, I'm going to get in a fight here. So I leaned over, and I said, what, baby? She says, Mama, that boy needs to pull his pants up. Then we just had this conversation about lowering your voice. He just turned around and looked at her. I was like, oh, Lord. His like probably make about 5 or 6 of me. I was like, oh, Lord. I'll go down with the first bunch. There ain't no way. 4 minutes, pass it back. But I'd go down swinging for her. Poor girl. Bless her. And she does it at church too, or she would do it at church too. Oh Lord. But well, she's being honest, but she's trying to keep it sort of quiet on the down low, but she doesn't understand that she has to lower her voice and whisper if she don't want everybody else to hear it. She thinks if I bend down to listen to her, she's whispering, but she's got to lower her voice a little bit. She just goes full blown. Except like she says, and when we pray, she talks softer. Oh no, Chris, we can't handle it. If there's another one of you, I'm going to go live on the in space. That's it. Oh no, we don't need no clone of you either. We one's enough. One's enough. Ain't right, Cindy and Darlene. 1 minute, pass it back. Oh Lord, Chris, your mama, poor Tracy. No, I wouldn't want to wish that on her. Just playing, Chris. Three, two, one. What's the Thank you. Thank each and every one of you. Great job. Gator Girl, I found this for you. I found this for you. Especially for you. Maybe. Oh, yeah. This is Baby Trump explaining Christmas. So, I hope everyone knows that this is just people being funny. Not to take it to heart. He knows the meaning of Christmas and everything, so this is just to be funny for any of my our lurkers. But I thought about you when I seen it. So here you go, Gator Girl. Use some laughs.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the wonderful Oval Office that our amazing First Lady has decorated so beautifully. You can see the tree here that I braved the Alaskan wilderness and freezing cold to find and bring back to the White House. You think Sleepy Joe could have done that? I don't think so. He didn't have a clue what was going on.
Come on, man. You know, my dad always told me, he'd say, Joey, sometimes you don't get the last slice of pie. And when that happens, you just gotta gay fible the gibbly.
Someone needs to slap Joe out of it. He's malfunctioning again.
You saying we should slap him, Mamala?
I'll do it.
You sure are a spunky one. I like that.
But it is a very special time of year, so it's nice to have these lunatics here with me. And I hope that everyone is having a great time getting ready for Christmas.
You know I'm enjoying
Hey,
myself,
Sherry.
Trumpy.
Good to see
I
you.
went out and bought so much mistletoe. You want me to show it to you, Mama La?
You know something interesting? Doug is always showing the nanny mistletoe, but he won't tell me what that means.
Oh ho! Don't you worry, Mama. I'll show you what it means a little later.
Bill, do I need to remind you that you're supposed to be here with me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. Please don't make my girlfriend disappear, like all the other ones.
Bill, come on now. It's Christmas time, okay? Just try and pretend you're someone else for a while.
I can't believe that you paid for your mistletoe. It's ridiculous. The government should provide free mistletoe to everyone. It's a basic human right. Every time I show AOC my mistletoe, she throws vodka in my face. It's outrageous.
Well, you can't really blame her, Bernie. Most of us at one time or another have wanted to throw something in your face.
Hey, you ever wonder why it's called Christmas? Isn't it about that crispy Pringle guy?
You have got to be kidding me, Joe. That's Kris Kringle, and that's a different story. How can you not know why it's called Christmas? You really are just a deranged person. Aren't you supposed to be a Catholic?
Well, yeah, but I'm not a very good Catholic. It's really hard to stay awake, and I keep forgetting all those rules.
Okay, Joe. Well, I did amazing with the Catholics. Everybody says so. The Catholics, they love me, and I love them. They are very good people. They're not stupid people like you. So I will tell you the story of the first Christmas, okay? So picture this, Joe. 2,000 years ago, back when you were a small boy, there was this woman named Mary. She was phenomenal, okay? A very good woman. So God sent a very powerful angel named Gabriel who told her that she was going to have a little bitty baby boy and to name him Jesus. So there is a slight problem, though, Mary. She is engaged to a man named Joseph.
Hey, I didn't know I was in this story. I remember when I did that.
Not you, Joe. This is Joseph, son of David. He was a carpenter. He was a great carpenter. Everybody says so. And he was a good man, but he wasn't married to Mary yet, so he knew that this baby wasn't his, okay? So he wanted to break up with Mary quietly so she wouldn't be shamed because he thought she was a very bouncy woman, okay? It was not good. But before he could do that, he fell asleep, okay? So I guess you have something in common with him after all, Joe. And in his sleep, an angel appeared in his dreams and told him to go ahead and marry Mary, and the baby is from God. Now, Caesar Augustus said that they needed to do a census for taxes, and everybody needs to go back to the city they are from. Sounds like something I should try. Maybe all the illegal aliens will go back home. But anyway, they loaded up the donkey and set off for Bethlehem. Now, it wasn't a quick trip, okay? Not like taking a plane today. Imagine traveling across the country while you're pregnant on a donkey. It's not good. So by the time they reached Bethlehem, Mary was about ready to pop, okay? She was huge.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Probably very moody. And Joseph found an inn, and he goes to the innkeeper, a very low IQ person, who tells Joseph, nope, we're all full here. Go sleep out in the barn with the animals, like a dog. Let me tell you, if they had come to Trump Tower, I would have made room, okay? I would have set him up in the penthouse. So they go to the barn, and Mary has the baby in the barn, the most incredible baby that anybody's ever seen. Definitely not an ugly baby like you, Joe. No, this baby was absolutely perfect. It's incredible. Then she wraps him in swaddling clothes and lays him in the manger. Now there are shepherds in the hills just doing shepherd things, okay? And angels show up and say, Jesus was just born. Go and check it out. Now, meanwhile, there are these three guys. These men are very high IQ men, okay? Not like the very pathetic innkeeper. You could even call them the wise men. The first time I saw them, I said, these are very wise men. And they see a star in the sky. It's like the greatest star they've ever seen. It's incredible. And they follow this star because they want to find the baby so they can bring him gifts. So they come to this just horrible king named Herod, a very nasty person. I call him Horrid Herod, okay? And they ask, where is the new king been born? We're trying to find him. And he doesn't like this. He tells them, when you find him, let me know where he is so I can come worship him also.
King? I thought we didn't like kings. How many kings are in this story?
Joe, you and your merry band of losers don't like kings. But this story has kings, okay? But only one of them is the King of Kings. It's a big deal. So these wise men continue following the star until they find the little baby. And they bring him just amazing gifts, okay? They brought him gold, which is my favorite. I like this guy. I would be friends with him. And myrrh and frankincense.
Oh, come on, man. What is a little baby going to do with Frankenstein?
Not Frankenstein, you lunatic. Frankincense. It's like the sap from a tree is hardened and it smells nice. It was a good gift. Now the horrible king from earlier, he figures out that the wise men aren't going to tell him where they found the baby. So he orders all the little boys under 2 to be taken out. It's just horrible. This guy's a real dirtball, okay? Can you imagine trying to take out your political opponent, Hillary, by eliminating them? This guy, he was obviously a radical left lunatic. But Joseph has another dream. This guy sleeps more than you do, Joe. And an angel tells him to get up and run to Egypt, and they escape. So, Joe, it's called Christmas because we are celebrating the birth of Jesus, not celebrating Crispy Pringles Day. So it's a big deal, Joe, okay? Now, do you have any questions? Unbelievable.
No.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, my.
I had to kind of explain to Sky that that was just a joke. It was just to be funny. I said, you know the real Christmas story, Sky. I said that was just funny.
Yeah. Oh, Herod, he was a old day Democrat.
Yep.
That's democracy, democracy in its finest. Put out a decree. Sorry you couldn't get on last night, man. I tell you, it must have been those storms that were going across the south. You know,
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
that's
Well, the stream here was acting funny too, remember?
yeah. Darlene said she didn't have no internet, so yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the wind's been blowing pretty good here.
Hmm. I think it's going to make it to North Florida, but not down here. It's going to be in the 70s all week. But North Florida, they're calling for a freeze tonight, deep freeze
Oh man.
in the 20s. It's still 70 here.
I don't even know what it is here.
It's pretty warm here.
Are you sweating?
It's 55 here right now.
Last
55.
night you said you were sweating.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was sweating last night. Boy. Yep.
I turned the heater on last night here.
I think mine will probably come on tonight because it's supposed to go down to 51. $42. Oh, sunny California, huh? Yeah.
Cindy said it kicked her out last night.
Oh, yeah. Somebody else had a problem too. I don't remember.
Yeah, see, I was having issues where
Okay, Gator Girl.
where I couldn't hear nobody last night. Towards the end.
It was strange.
Yeah, well, it'd have been. We'd have had. If we could have got on there, we could have had a big old time.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I had to do it more.
I just stayed quiet when that one guy was when you and that one guy were talking. I'm like, what do I say? The guy goes, what do I say? But it was pretty fun though. Like I said, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I might have to go out and come back in. I think my volume's messed up.
I hear you good.
No, I can't. I can't hear. I can't hear too good.
Oh.
But my phone volume. That if I don't turn it up before I go on the StreamYard, it stays down.
Oh, okay.
And if yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I'll see.
Okay.
The only one I can't hear is Chris. He's a little bit muffled, but it might be on his end too. I don't know.
Don't me just let me see if I can fix Chris.
No.
Let me see. Talk, Chris.
You know, I mean,
Yeah, it's better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk, Chris.
Oh, let's kidding.
Say, hey, Darlene.
Hey, Darlene. Let us know.
Better.
Just kidding. I couldn't help
Better,
it.
Carrie. Carrie,
Huh?
is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's good. Thank you.
We can fix it a little bit on this side, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It could be the operator though, messing it up too.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to. I got to figure out how to bring the my when you bring pages up on there. If I'm on the phone, I don't know how to bring my screen up. You know, screenshot. I haven't figured that out. But I wish I could get
I
Jay.
was
I wish I could get Jay up there. That would be a ball.
when I was using my phone to stream, I would have to, if I took a screenshot or someone sent me a picture, I would have to save it in my photos and then add it to my, what is it on here? Media assets
Yeah.
and click and show it the other way.
Yeah,
I
but how do you show
couldn't
like how do you show how do you show a page like you're on your browser and you got something on there on a page.
you'd have to be on a laptop or a computer to do that.
You had to be on the laptop. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't when I was on my phone.
So I might get the laptop or the computer up. One of the three. Yeah, because I looked and I couldn't find it.
I'm still learning because I was on my phone for close to a year or a little less than a year. That's all I used was my phone until God blessed me with a laptop.
Teacup, that's all right. Chris don't say that much anyway. He likes to smile at us. I'm just kidding. I should have said that video on the main band, Chris. Yeah, I should have. That's Texas Snow. I sent him a video of an Oriental girl sitting eating ice cream, and she got a piece on her elbow, and you know how you bend down and lick it. She licked it up, and then took a taste of her ice cream, and looked up at a bunch of seagulls above her.
Oh.
Oh yeah, if you go down to the beach here, that's what you're eating. That's what's gonna happen to you.
It wasn't ice cream.
The seagulls or something else.
Oh no! Ice, baby, everywhere. Not here. Whew.
It was pretty warm here, baby. Yeah, it's pretty warm here. All we need
Yeah,
is
I had to turn the AC on today. Whoa! Everybody like, come on. He can turn
Chris
his AC
waved
on.
that teacup. Oh, that's sweet.
Smile and wave.
Let me see. I think it's just him not talking because I've got his microphone turned all the way up as far as it can go on this side.
I think it's just you. I think it's broken your end.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, because I could hear everything else good except for his. His was a little low.
I don't talk.
Low.
I don't talk loud. I don't talk loud. I don't talk loud either.
Yeah. So Sean went to his event, for the governor, the Philly dinner, what thing. He did a couple good interviews, at the start, but then they told him no video. It's a free advertisement, but they want no live streams. So he left. That's our politics now. I told him, well, you see how they are. You showed people how they are. That's all you can do.
Yep.
Tell it like it is. I was there, and they said, "No way, Jose." But he did get a couple good interviews.
That's good.
But yeah. Yeah, right now, my biggest concern is the Somalians and the Muslims, which are same, you know, the same, really.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's on.
I heard it this morning. He's gosh, the other side of Boone, Carrie. Trump is.
The other side of Boone,
Yeah.
right on the border. This side or the other side? He's probably in
If I'm not mistaken, it's the closer side to me.
yeah, I would think so. In the disaster area,
Yeah.
Rocky Mount. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Rocky Mount. Yeah.
yeah. That's in the disaster area. That's a
Like there's
trying thing
Boone,
that
there's Sparta, and then there's other places. I don't like giving out too much information.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But there's right around there the Parkway and all that good stuff.
The weather knows where you're at.
Hmm?
The snow knows where you're at.
No, I got protection from that.
Yeah.
You say you do though, but
actually, there's a kind of a barrier there where she is, Chris. The mountains get it.
Oh yeah.
And they slow it down, and by the time it gets across the mountains, it turns into rain. And
it's so rare here that when it snows, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now every now and then we'll get a little part of it. But pretty much we're pretty safe right here in this little.
Yeah, it's kind of a different situation. Different. Yeah, it's really weird how different it is. It's like you can go. What is it, Mount McKinley? The highest mountain there. I get Mount Washington, Mount McKinley, but all those mountains mixed up. But it's right. It's. We went up there one day. It was 70 degrees.
Oh, wow.
We went to the top of the mountain, the highest mountain there in North Carolina. Got up there. It was 19 degrees.
Oof.
You can see 7 states, they say, but you freeze your butt off, and it was windy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
I would love to go see a mountain.
My uncle called because he's coming up this weekend. He said that they're all wearing shorts down there. And I said, well, you better pack you some long breeches.
Yeah, anytime you go to North Carolina, it no matter, anywhere up through May, anywhere through the whole month of May, you better take something warm with you.
Yeah, because we're I'm gonna start calling us the bipolar state. We can
There you
switch
go.
the thicket from warm to freezing. You see your breath in the air.
And of course, from the East Coast to the West Mountains, it's totally different all the way across the state. Not like, but it's pretty interesting. I was gonna say like Florida, but Florida don't have no mountains. We got little hills.
I know one year when I went down there to visit him, me and Sky. I started off from there coming home in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a pair of sandals. Our first stop, I put a long sleeve shirt on, shorts, and sliders. So we went to the next rest area because I was having to take care of Sky. She was getting hungry, and let her walk, and she was getting fussy. So we had to stop quite a bit. The next stop at the next rest area, we got out, and I had to put my bridge. I was closer to home. I had to put my breeches on, my hoodie, and my tennis shoes and socks.
Yep, I've been through that a few times. Shoot,
See, when I was going to Minnesota to go visit, one day it was down here was like almost 80 degrees. I had to stop about halfway through and put my jacket on. But nope, it's too cold.
yeah, we used to make quite a few trips, back and forth to North Carolina to see her sisters, and, and visit up there. And her mama. Her mama's birthday the same day was the same day as mine, so we celebrated our birthdays together.
Oh,
And she'd make a coffee.
nice.
She'd make coffee, and it'd keep me up for 3 days. It was so thick you could stand a spoon up in it.
Sounds like the pot I made my dad that one time broke him from asking me to make coffee.
Coffee.
Yep, that's strong coffee. And she did the old way. She put eggshells and everything else in the coffee grounds. Crushed up those eggshells and salt, and I don't know what else. I don't know. But
I didn't do all that.
Huh?
I didn't do all that. It was just like an
Just regular
8-cup
coffee.
pot, and he had that Folgers container sitting beside, and I was just scooping over. I had to scrape some of it off the top to close it, and then pour the water down the back of it for the coffee pot. And when it came out, it was so black. Oh Lord, I was like, "You're dead." Here's your coffee.
I'm gonna take a sip of mine too, Bit Bite.
Oh, when I make coffee at work, everybody loved my coffee because it was perfect. Not too strong, not too weak, just in the middle.
Well, y'all can have
I don't.
y'all's stinking coffee.
I used to like it real strong, but anymore, I don't drink it that strong. In fact, when Dan makes it, at times I'll just pour another cup through it, and bring it back down.
I don't drink coffee no more because I can't. Because my heart, I can't have it. So
yeah.
I need all that caffeine.
I don't see any difference in my heart rate when I drink coffee. My heart rate or my blood pressure, either one. I don't know. Yeah, one of those things that make you go
Well, see, in the hospital, they gave me it was decaf coffee. I was like, that's when I didn't drink no coffee. I was like, I'm done with coffee.
Bit Bat and Darlene, it's 9:31, and y'all are drinking coffee at this hour. I cut my Mountain Dew off at 7 o'clock.
Wait till they cut Mountain Dew back completely, and they start making it.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they will not.
They will. It's gonna happen. I bet
If
you.
they do, I'll move to another country.
they make a mountain. They
Or,
make
or
Where else? Where else do
I
they
will
make?
find.
Where else do they make Mountain Dew?
right.
I don't know,
They
but
have mountain lightning.
I
It's the same
could.
thing.
I could marry this very, 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 very intelligent guy who invents things, and he can invent me a Mountain Dew
That
maker.
that that's a
Maker.
that's
And
a
I will be
possibility.
set for life.
That's a possibility, Gator, because it's more a stimulant than it is, anything to do with your blood pressure, or a stimulant on your brain.
This is what I'm drinking.
Well, Tina, I just had a
Plain
big
water.
swig of coffee myself.
You had coffee too, Carrie?
Yeah, when Bitbite said that, I took a big old swig.
Oh, Lord. I give up. I give up on y'all. Y'all, I'm done. I
All
am
night
not.
long.
Y'all, all that coffee.
Like darling, all night long.
I will say this: Mountain Dew is basically an energy drink, which has more caffeine than a cup of coffee does.
Yeah, more caffeine and plus the sugars. Woo! Boy, howdy.
I know.
So-
I can
That's
drink
why
I can drink that stuff, and the sugar in it just kind of, I don't know.
Because they
Gives you the
say
throat.
Mountain
go
Dew
to
is
sleep.
basically
But
like an
now,
energy sort of drink.
since I cut it down at 7, I can fall asleep a little faster.
Or you can just have water. Water's good for you too.
I drink quite a bit of water, sir. It's either
I love
water or Mountain Dew. I get one cup, one of them tumbler cup things full of Mountain Dew all day long. That's all I drink's one cup.
Yeah,
Rest
yesterday,
water.
yesterday,
But how
yesterday,
big is
yesterday I
this cup
broke down
though?
and had a cherry. Yesterday I broke down and had a cherry Pepsi. Hey, boy,
Well,
It's like this
I
morning I
usually
had
just
I used to like Cheerwine.
water, coffee, and if I got started on Cheerwine, I wouldn't quit. I can't. I'd be like an addict. I, I can't drink. I can't drink one.
See, that's a lot of caffeine in a 12 ounce can of Mountain
Oh,
Dew.
Darlene, I'm
No,
sorry.
I love Cheerwine. Oh, that stuff's good.
I've never tried one.
It's not wine. It's
good.
cherry. It's a cherry.
Cheerwine.
It's a cherry Coke like.
Oh, okay.
More cherry
It's
than
really
Coke.
good. It's really good, Chris. You need to try one.
Yeah, you gotta try
where
it.
do you
If you ain't had a Cheerwine, you ain't had no drink.
where do you buy them at? Or you get them?
The store.
I don't
Mini
think they
store
have.
should carry.
Cause I don't
You
think they
gotta
have
go
them
out.
down. They
You
don't
gotta
have them
go.
down here.
You gotta go out. You gotta go out and find a Cheerwine. A Cheerwine cow.
And RC colas. Oh my lord.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't
so
like
amazing.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi too much, but an RC cola, really, really, really cold. I could just like down
Oh.
one without
Yeah.
stopping.
I don't know what
Oh,
You
I
ain't
don't know what it is
wrong.
about RC Cola. It's just so it's
Now
just
they
like
now they sell it as a cheap. Now they sell it as a cheap cold drink. They don't. They're probably the best cold drink there is, and
oh yeah.
they sell it for like 99. Well, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be like 99 cents a 2 liter.
yeah. Now they're $2.36 for a 2 liter.
Oh.
Yeah,
Here for 20 hours straight.
Cheerwine. One word.
It's almost
Cheerwine, one
$3.
word, Cindy.
Oh yeah, RC cola, but it has to be like
Cold.
freezing cold.
Yeah.
All of my drinks has got to be like that. That's why normally if I'm out and I need a Mountain Dew, I'll get it in a can because they're colder in a can than they are in them plastic bottles.
Why'd they get tired? Are they tired, Darlene? Yeah, Cheerwine, one word. Cindy.
Like the spell right there, Cheerwine. I have to look it up.
CHEERWINE.
Okay.
Cheer wine.
I had to look on Amazon so they have any.
They do.
Like, as long as they don't have any alcohol in it, I can have it.
No, it
I just
ain't got
can't.
no alcohol in
I
it
can.
because
No,
I've never
no.
took a sip of anything in my whole life, and Cheer One doesn't. No,
No, cheer wine.
it's just the
No, no.
name. It's just the name of it. It's not
Oh, okay.
got anything.
The company's over 100 years old because I got the
Oh
100-year
wow.
bottle. I got the 100-year bottle about 20 years ago, I think.
The little convenience store down below me, it sells Cheer One ices like slushies.
Oh,
And Sky, every time we go by there, I have to stop and go get her a Smalley. I'm like, girl, come on,
Yeah.
really?
Give her a large one.
you started, Mama.
Right?
I just get
Imagine,
one. I'll take a
imagine,
couple sips of it, and then I'll hand it to her and say, "Here, you take the rest of it."
imagine if they made a Mountain Dew slushie. You would buy it.
I don't know. I don't like my Mountain Dew weird, like that cold yellow and all that other crap
Yeah,
that they
they got all kinds
branched
of
out.
different flavors.
Yeah, I just like the plain
No, Mountain
regular.
Dew's Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Terry.
Hey Terry, good to see you. Amazon
Yeah,
has
it could be everybody looking to see what they can catch right off the bat. I'm telling you, oh man, but that was part of my part of last night. That one guy trying to convince me that it would do it would do some good, and I'm saying no, it's not going to do any good because they've already been through it, left, right, sideways. They can't find nothing.
Yeah, if it was
But
going to
people
be
don't want to believe
good, they
it. They
would
just don't want.
already done what they needed to do. Look, there was Obama, there was Biden, and then
Yes,
there's
they need.
Trump both times. If there was anything in there, I believe that is going to be earth
It would have
shattering.
been.
They
It,
would have already let it out.
it
It's
would have been
just,
on. It would have been on every billboard, sign, newspaper, radio, TV. It's been all over the place.
yep. That's why I said at the beginning tonight that I wasn't going to talk about it because I'm gonna wait until everything comes out.
And one thing good to
Hey,
come out of
I
it.
told you so.
One good thing to come out of the discussion with the dude was, they need to arrest the bad guys, the perpetrators. They need to definitely arrest them. I don't care who it is. If they're guilty, get them.
Yeah, but see though,
But
they don't have their names.
no,
The names that they
all
got is of innocent people, like
the
Trump. When you used to be friends with him, and he would come to Mar-a-Lago
yeah,
and play golf and stuff, and then Trump found out and kicked them out.
yeah,
That's the people that's in there, the innocent people, not the guilty
not the
ones.
guilty, right?
So
The
I
victims,
mean,
the victims are all in there.
the victims, and the ones that isn't guilty,
Okay.
I believe's
That's
in
what
there.
that's what I
I
said.
can be wrong.
That's what I told this guy. When it comes out, it's going to be so redacted. It's going to be like with all the victims. It's going to be black pages all the way through. You ain't going to see you're not going to see the names of the victims and stuff like that.
Yeah, they already said that they didn't want their information out. That's why they're blacking it out.
You're right there. You're exactly right. I that's that's the way I feel about it. The victims should be able to say, hey, we want something done. But you
But
have
see,
victims.
though, none of the big players, You know, none of them big players is going to be in this mess. It's all going to be just people who was friends
Yeah,
with them and then say, hey,
yeah,
direct on charges of this, and then they walk away from him because of his actions. They're the ones that are going to get caught up in it and get a
yeah.
bad rep for it because they didn't even know what was going on. And then when
These
they did find out, they told them to leave.
these big names, they done covered their butt. They done. You know, by the time I got to Obama and Biden, they done covered their butts.
Yep.
You know,
That's why I
I
say
mean,
that's why I say you're not going to find nothing
that's
out.
what I'm
It's just
saying.
going to hurt the innocent. Is what it's
Yeah,
going to end up doing.
and
But
if they
people
do, if they do,
wants it, so here it is. Have
if
at
they
it.
if they
I'm
do,
sitting.
if they do get some elite and dignitaries stuff like that, oh, it's going to mess up the world power. It's going to really mess up everything, economy, you
No,
name
but
it.
they ain't. Yeah, but they ain't.
No,
That's why
because that's,
I'm sitting back and just letting them do what they want to do, and then after they get what find out,
they're
I'm
probably
gonna
getting
say
more out of
told
it.
you so.
They're probably getting more out of it through blackmail than anything else. You know, the
Yep,
powers
all
that
these.
be hold that the people that have the knowledge holds the power. You know, and if we have the knowledge, our side, we have the power. You know.
Yeah, they ain't got shit. Oops.
Tina.
Well,
I
it's
just,
irritating.
I know. I'm just picking on. I'm just
They
picking.
they just want to keep on and on and on dragging stuff out. I mean, I,
Oh, come on,
if
man.
there was someone in there that was in power that had
Is Sean here? Sean's
evidence
not
that
here
they
tonight.
done something, then they would have already
Yeah, pass me that
found it.
blue, Terry. Sean's not here. I think that's Chris. They do sound kind of alike.
So I'm just sitting back and just watching the crap show.
Yeah, yeah, that's
A lot of innocent people's gonna get thrown underneath the bus and be
yeah,
death
that's what's going to
threats
happen.
after them and all this and that, and they're like, we didn't know he was like that, and then when we found out, we told him that he wasn't allowed around us or our kids, or it's just gonna be a bunch of mess.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like Diddley. Did he have any files? Did he have any records or anything? And ask him for his? No, because it goes after the Hollywood people. You know, it don't. It don't.
He
The
did
only,
have
the only,
some.
the only, the only thing people want is to hurt Trump. They don't give a darn what, who, what, when, or anybody on there. The only thing they want to find is Trump, and that's the pure and simple fact. That's what I told the guy last night. You know, if they went after the people, you know, like Prince, uh, Prince Charles and all of them, you know, it would be a different story. But no, they just want Trump.
Or somebody friends with Trump, or
With
somebody
Trump,
that's in Trump's
somebody, yeah,
circle.
somebody in his administration on the cabinet or something, you know.
Yep, or one of his friends or something. So they can say, well, Trump's friend was with Epstein, so that means Trump agreed with. You know how they do.
Yeah. Like people don't have friends that are, yeah, connected or what have you. Yeah, I know it's crazy, and they take that ball and they get people convinced that, you know, if you have a friend that knows this guy, you're in cahoots with him. No, it don't work that way.
I mean, I know the
I mean, it's
saying
just
that
like
whoever you hang around with, you get judged by their actions.
it's just like back in the
But
old days, you know,
geez,
when Trump was on his program, I did not like him. whatsoever. I thought he was an arrogant, you know what? Him and Geraldo Rivera, his best buddy, and I mean, everybody knows Geraldo,
I
but
never liked him.
his ideas and his procedures, I like. I see it. I see things. I see the positive now, but back in those days, I wouldn't have voted for him at all. But
I'll tell y'all a little dark secret about me. But it was when I was a teenager, I guess. I liked Montel Williams.
Yeah.
You believe that crap? No,
Yeah.
I despise them. But I used to watch. I mean, I would sit there and watch them. And if anybody walked in front of the TV, I would yell at them. I wouldn't say nice things.
Yeah. Thanks to Geraldo Rivera, our mental health system has gone to the dogs, and he's the one big name number one person that set us down the road we're in now. I mean, they could have cleaned up the mental hospitals. They could have cleaned them up and made them good, but no, they had to close them all down. And boy, how do we do? We do need them. We need them.
Yeah, I need one.
I believe it.
That's what they tell me. You're nuts. You're nuts, dude.
Can y'all check me into one for 72 hours?
Can
Can I go on a 72-hour hold?
I couldn't visit you, Tina.
You what?
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell. Boy, she's been through. She's had some kind of crooked road her life. Boy, watch you go this way and go that way. Go this way, go that way.
She's got problems. She's got problems. I don't believe. It's gonna take God to fix that problem.
Jerry Springer.
There ain't no mental institution that can help that situation. It's gonna have to take the hand of God to touch her.
Yeah, I loved it when they nailed Geraldo with that chair. I think it was Nazi guys.
Oh, I never saw that, but
You never saw that? They smacked him right across the face with a chair.
I liked Steve Wilkos.
Oh
He
yeah,
was on Jerry Springer, and then he got his own show, and then he sort of toned it down from the fighting. I didn't like that.
You wanted to see the fights.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see the fights.
You know, it wasn't true that they was getting paid. They had to get paid for some of that crazy stuff. They ain't no way.
They must have been from North Carolina. Being that crazy.
Yep, Sandy, Steve.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Terry, when they find out exactly what's in there, they're going to shut that down in a heartbeat. You watch, the Democrats will shut that down quick. Well, most of them, the higher ups, they already know what's in there. The judge just went.
That's why when they was in office for all them years, they never mentioned it.
No, they were the judges. The Democrats teamed up with the judges and had them stop the release of it. We've been wanting to get it out there forever, but every time it went to court, the judges said no, and that was Democrat backing. That was Obama and Biden saying no, we can't get that out there. People don't know what's going on.
The only reason why Trump didn't want it out there, and I've heard this from several sources, is because of the damage it's going to cause innocent people.
Innocent people
knew him as a
Well, it's not the innocent people, then the economy, because the leaders that are, going to be affected by it is going to it's going to cause mayhem. They'll either want to keep them, they'll either fight to keep them, or they'll fight to get rid of them. One of the two. But I never heard that Trump never wanted it to come out. I've always heard that he's always wanted it to be out there.
Well, at first he was sort of iffy on it because he knew that there was people that was around Epstein that didn't know what he was doing, and their names would have been in there as like a contact to Epstein. And then when they found out what Epstein had charges on them, they told them to stay away from him. They didn't want nothing else to do with them. But see, they had already been in contact with them and talked to them, and they're in all this mess, and they didn't even do nothing. They didn't even know he was that way.
Yeah, that's the thing, Terry. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go and look. I'm not gonna go and look right now and speculate. That's speculative too, because we don't know whether all the information's there or not, and we'll never know if all the information's being. How are we going to know if they're releasing all of it? We won't never know.
Like someone I heard say that Jagger was in there. Nick Jagger.
Jagger, oh no.
Yeah, he's mentioned in there. See, just because they're mentioned don't mean.
Doubt it. There's a lot of kinky people in this world. At least a third. At least a third.
But then there's a lot of innocent people that didn't do nothing, just went to dinner with them, just an innocent dinner that's getting thrown underneath the bus.
You can take almost any event, anything that happens in the world, and you can divide it by 3 as far as the people, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. You'll have a third in each group. If somebody will say white is black, you'll have a third of the people say, yeah, you're right. Then you have a third that say, no, you're wrong. Then you have the middle third that say, well, we're not sure. We're not sure.
Who's them photos up at Bot? I've seen they had some new ones of Clinton and Epstein together. But that's the only photos I've seen floating around.
What are the, I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not even going to say it. What's a picture? You can take a picture with anybody, walk up and say, it used to be you go to a club, you'd be sitting there with a bunch of people. You'd be sitting with a bunch of people, and a lounge photographer come take your picture for $5. That's
I mean, but I've seen Epstein have his arms wrapped around Bill Clinton's neck, like, buddy, you're my friend. There's different from taking pictures.
He had a thing for the wrong. He had a thing for the wrong Clinton.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll never know, Gator. That's the thing. That's the thing. They're manipulating so much. They've been manipulating things so much that we just have to, sit back and say, well, is it real or is it Memorex?
That's about like this Brown shooting college. I still don't fully. There's still something missing. I feel like there's something,
and that's the way they want us to think. That's where they want us. They want us to, well, either way, Yeah, cover up everything. Everything's a cover up.
Oh, okay, Bitbot. Chris has got the shakes again.
Yeah. Are you nervous, Chris? Do you have palsy?
When your nurse comes out and checks you, you need to tell them about your shakes.
Yeah.
You get it between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Goodness gracious.
I'm perfectly fine with Gator and Carrie. Might just be you then.
And the days you get it is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Between 9 and 10.
Yeah, because Gator reached up through the internet and smack him.
All I can say is I'm innocent and sweet.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, Cherry, we're gonna have to let the dust settle. You know, we got to let them throw it out there and let the dust settle. You know, I say two or three days. You know, 2 or 3 days before we start commenting on this. Whoa, look at this, you know, because everybody's gonna be all over the world on this. I mean, it's gonna be.
I'm just sitting back waiting.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
To say, I told you so. It's hurting innocent people that didn't even know he was the way he was. And 10, 20 years ago, before they found out he was a pedophile. Yeah. Now it's coming to bite them back that they knew him in high school. It's just bull crap.
You know, that's a whole other ball game. You know, you can label everything pedophilia. I mean, even in the Bible, you know, that the age of consent was when all of them were married. And if they weren't married by the time the age of consent, they were useless. And, you know, right, wrong, and indifferent. I think we have a good. I think we have a good thing. You know, when they're turning adult, you know, at 18, you know, fine, you know, but with some exceptions, but a lot of it is carried away. A lot of it is carried.
No exceptions. I say the age of 34.
34, yeah. Well, that would be lovely in Utopia, you know.
The age limit of 34.
In a perfect world, in a perfect world, that might be all right. But we're not in a perfect world. We're not Puritan no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning. I'm not. You know, I'm just saying. You know, as far as facts, biblical facts. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
How we look.
18 for regular kids, but 34 for Sky.
Yeah.
There's an exception to every rule, and she's the exception.
Everybody, it's 10 o'clock. Everybody's leaving.
Good night, Gator. Love you.
Good night, Gator. Good night, Tracy.
Good night,
good night, everybody. Chris, I love you.
Night,
I hate listening. No, I'm not going to go on.
I will see y'all tomorrow night on Gator Girls.
Thank you, Tina. Have fun tonight.
Love you.
Love you guys. Night. Each and every one of you.
Good night, family. Remember, keep our chat family in your prayers because you don't know what someone's going through. And I love each of y'all. And I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow night on Gator Girls. So, love y'all.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking just straight, one outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. I head down since I left town. Sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.